So as everyone is aware, I'm sure, home prices have increased astronomically since the start of COVID. It's an estimated actually like 33% increase, higher in some areas, lower in others. 33% here in Michigan, where the average home price has gone from about $200,000 up to almost $280,000 just since the COVID-19 pandemic began in March of 2020. And at the same time, rent prices have also skyrocketed. So this is understandably putting a huge amount of strain on renters, on working class and middle class families. And so far, Vice President Harris is the only presidential candidate who has proposed a concrete plan to lower housing costs. And I mean like a legitimate plan. I mean an 82-page plan called A New Way Forward for the Middle Class. Here's the table of contents I pulled from the full report, which you can access on the Harris-Walz campaign website. So you can see lots of different topics about how to lower costs for middle America. But anyway, back to the housing thing. Harris has the goal of building more rental units and homes for affordable housing. She also wants to provide first-time homebuyers with up to $25,000 to help with down payments, which would be a huge help. Also, having grown up in rental homes herself, Harris is very empathetic to like the plight of renters, and so she has always been in that corner. In fact, the Biden-Harris administration recently called on Congress to pass a law that would withdraw tax credits from landlords who raise rents by huge amounts, more than 5% annually. And she's also mentioned that she would sign legislation to ban like price fixing by and collusion between corporate landlords to keep rent prices high. On the other hand, we have Trump, who has no concrete plan for how to lower housing costs. He does blame migrants for the housing crisis, but there's no data, of course, to back that up. And in fact, roughly 20% of the workforce in construction in the United States is made up of undocumented immigrants. So if all those workers were deported, fewer homes and apartments would be able to be built. We'd have an even more extreme housing crisis.